Good morning, guys, and welcome to episode 3, which is going to be a side mission. And this is the bring help to Panamar. But we're going to throw some other little bits in there as well. And we're going to talk about how you can use your garage to manage your vehicles a little bit better. So what I mean by that is at the moment, I've got all these vehicles lying about here. I've got a roller here. I've got a tarmac here. I've got my scout vehicle lying about over here. The Tager's sitting down here, and I'm going to need the Tager. The Dozer's sitting down here, and I'm going to need the Dozer. And then I've got this other scout vehicle up here somewhere. And not to mention that, I've got all these other vehicles lying about down here, cranes and all sorts of things. Now, if I come to a garage, I can hit Y on the garage. And if I come to all my vehicles here, what you can do is you can retain them, which means you can pick them up from the world map and put them back in the garage so they're not lying about in anybody's way. And I'm going to do that now. I'm going to clear away all my vehicles. So I'm going to retain this one. I'm going to retain the crane. I'm going to retain the scout. Yeah, why not? The Dozer can get retained. All of these can get retained. The Dozer, the tarmac layer, this, well, that doesn't need retained because that's already up at the garage and we're going to be driving that in a minute. We may as well put that one away. We don't have that deployed. We will retain that. And that seems to be all of them. So if I come back out of this now and go to vehicles, I've literally got just that long crane and we've got our scouty sort of our service vehicle. Excuse me. Our field service vehicle. So we're going to jump in the field service vehicle and we're going to get rid of that hint thing and we're going to start making our way from the garage where we left it all the way down to where we need to be. And we're going to show you, I'm going to show you how you use this vehicle in the field. It's not a vehicle I really like using, but in this series I probably will use it more than I did when I played before, simply because it's going to cut a lot of time out of the vehicles. Oh my word, I'm now pushing the wheelie bin about, which oh, there you go, it broke, so that's good. Oh, I am a little bit stuck on a ridge there, on a pavement. See if we can get this back under control. So it's a bit of a drive. But it's a nice drive because you get to see a lot of the map. You get to see the bits you've already built, the roads you've built, the bridge you've built, the sandy bits of roads that you repaired. I probably should have moved that slab, but now this is a good one. Look at this. You can see how I have a convoy. If we go to I have a convoy that runs down this road, and this area of the road here is getting very, very worn and damaged, and it will get to the point where you have to repair that. It'll get to the point where the route will just fail and you'll be required to repair it. And I love that about this game. I like the fact that there's that level of realism in it. So we're not too far now from the first repair job that we're going to need to do, which is kind of a ditch in the road. actually, what I should have done was got the convoy on its way first, which is what I would normally do. So I might do that, actually. Let's park up over here. Out the way. Pop the engine off for a second. Go to objectives. Track this, open it, and let's plot the route. So we're going to plot. We'll come straight through here. We're going to come straight along here. Now we're going to come through the center of that, around this corner. Down along this way. Down through this corner. Now this is a bit of an iffy bit. Let's come through this way. I believe this is the second area that's going to need repaired. So we'll come up through here. All the way along here. I'm going to just come around this car. I mean, I could come along with a dozer and doze all this out the way, but for the purposes of this video, I don't feel that's necessary. And where are we going here? Oh, I'm nearly going right past it. We're coming up here. And let's deploy the vehicles. Now they're going to get en route here. But whilst they're doing that, I'm going to get back in my service vehicle and I'm going to start calling the two vehicles we need. The first one, I'll need to probably be started for this. We are going to be in the garage and we're going to use road ones. We're going to need the Tega, which is our sand. Now you can see this has a cost. It has a recall cost of 1 service token. And in the top right hand corner you can see that I currently have 7 service tokens. Here comes our vehicles. So let's just watch this happen. This will be where they drive straight through. Yeah, and that is why we need to repair this. And you can see the ghost of where it's going to place that Tega down. So I am going to do that now. And thankfully, it has placed the Tega down full of sand, which is fantastic. The second vehicle that we're going to need is the dozer. So I'm going to recall that as well. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to move the dozer out the way. Pop the engine off. And then I'm going to start this bad boy up. And I'd probably be best to reverse. Just to keep me happy. Just going to turn that engine off. Come over here. First load of sand. I wonder if we can get by with one load. I mean, let's try it. Let's park this one up over here because we're going to need to send it to refill it anyway. Jump in the dozer. Pop it into sand flattening. Do you know, I actually think one load's going to do it. Infrastructure, find the one that failed. Now you can see, now this is where it gets a bit funky because it failed here, which means it will start the vehicles from back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to edit this point just to push the vehicles back to here. Actually, let's do that. And now let's deploy them. We should see the second one come in a minute. I reckon this might work, which will save us some work. Well, that one got through okay. There you go. They got through. Okay. Well, that's certainly going to save us a task. Now, what I'm going to do then with the Tega is I'm going to send it back. And we're going to fill it up with sand whilst that mission fails. I reckon this will be 2 to 3 loads of sand needed for this one. So this mission may not take the length of time I thought it was going to take. You can just drive onto this bridge here. Start refilling the sand and get going again. Probably shouldn't be driving over the bad bit of road and making it even worse, but here we are. Oh, we've got a vehicle. Oh, yeah. That's failed at the point we need to repair, which is fine. Cockpit view driving. I will be back in 1 second. Sorry about that. Right, let's continue the journey. Let's put the diff lock on. I think the diff lock does speed things up a little bit. Batter that out the way as well. Now, so here is the section of road that needs repaired. You can see this is where the route failed, the infrastructure route failed. So we're going to favour that side. We're going to come in here. And as before, I'm going to start pouring the sand from this side so I don't have to drive over my piles of sand to get out of here. Because I am going to probably need to go back for a second load. Okay, let's go back for another load. This is the time-consuming part of this job, which is why I decided to do it as a separate video, because it's a lot of to-ing and fro-ing for sand. This is why playing this multiplayer would be really cool as well, because you know, I can be driving back and forth for sand while somebody else is flattening the sand and things like that. Although to be fair, it wouldn't really speed things up much, because until all the sand's in place, it's hard to flatten it. Can do the other episode later tonight. Yeah, I'll film the second episode later tonight, I think. The second part of this, the main mission. Try and get this map finished off. Oh, we are about to get in somebody... No, we're not. I thought we were going to get in somebody's way there. It's the other route that comes this way, not that route. Alright, let's get going. Hopefully just the 2 loads needed for this, with any luck. And yeah, hopefully later on today I will get the last part of this map finished. And get all these episodes out in a oneer is the plan. I was just having a wee think to myself there when I could get things done, but I should be able to get that done later this evening. To get all these all the tutorial videos out in a oneer then. And then we'll crack on with the rest of the maps. As and when I can. I reckon with this load of sand we'll be good. Whoa, as long as I don't lose my sand. Get this mission finished off. Alright, let's spin up here. And reverse it back. Then we just got to grab the dozer, which is just along the road, so it shouldn't take too long to get it here. Yeah, that should be grand. Right. Let's park this Tiger up over here. Handbrake on. Engine off. Grab the dozer, which is right here. Now, because of the nature of where this sand is, how I flatten it might be slightly different because, yeah, we'll have a look. We'll see how it flattens on the first run. We probably will do multiple runs like I normally do, but we'll just have to see how it looks after the first pass. This one I want to take nice and slow. Nearly a toppled dozer. Right. Let's see how we get on with that, and then let's see if we need any more sand. So, infrastructure route. What I'm going to do is, as before, I'm going to edit the route here just so it knocks the convoy back to here, and then I'm going to dispatch the vehicles and we'll see how they do. I think these are a one and done. I don't think this is a route that needs to keep going, but I could be wrong. Although looking at the amount of XP, that's, yeah, maybe it does need to do more. more runs. I think that'll hold out. For what we need to do, I think it'll be fine. Let's just make sure this completes. Which will get this side mission out the way. Which will mean we can just plow on with the rest of the main missions, which I think is probably about another hour, so another hour-long video. Which hopefully I'll get filmed later today. And then I can get all 4 videos out in a one-er. And the other episodes will be coming fairly soon as well. Because once we've got these first 2 maps out of the way, that's when things really kick off. That's where we've got to plan a lot of things ourselves. This is the first mission, actually, where you've really had to do it yourself, to think for yourself. All the other stuff up until now, we've been pretty much told what to do. Going forward in the future maps, that is not the case. Right, let's go to the objectives. We have no side missions left to do. We've got to do this. So let's do this. Oh, this was the reason that I did this. Now these 2 guys can pass each other. If I bring this along this side. And then this guy's going to turn. Now there's no predicting that they could collide there. But there's not really a way around that just now anyway. Without doing major changes to and changing the sides of roads and things. Which we just don't need to do. Another thing to bear in mind, yeah, this one was coming to all the way to over here, not up to your main base up here. It was coming up to here. So let's get those dispatched. Another thing to bear in mind with the infrastructure routes is what you need to have running. Like this one, for example, it is still running, but I actually don't need it to be running anymore. I can cancel that because all the rewards have been achieved. This one still has rewards to give me. This one still has rewards to give me. This one as well. All the rewards have been received for that one, so I can also cancel that route. You don't need to keep them going once you've got all the rewards for them. Whether you do keep them going or not is up to you, but you don't need to. So, we're just waiting now for these guys to complete their mission and bring these supplies, which will then mean that we can. I should have got this going after repairing that road. But I didn't. But here we are. Once this finishes, I think what I'll do is I will end this episode there and start the new episode where we just plow on and get this map finished. Going down our nice new road that we built. And there you go.
Oh, jeez. Not bad at all. I might need to raise my standards so I don't get impressed so easily every time. Next on our agenda is the gas power plant and the steel pipes facility.
Okay, so we are all done here. We've completed this mission. Our next objectives, we don't have any side ones, but we've got two main ones. We've got the gas power one, which is up here. And we've got the steel pipes, which is up here. Now we're going to start with the steel pipe one simply because it's closer. And we need to sort of start creating, making steel pipes in order to fix this. So yeah, we're going to leave this episode there. Thank you very much for watching. In the next episode, I'm really hoping that we can tie up all the loose ends on this map, so we can be done with all this and we can crack on with the really difficult. The maps after this really ramp up in how much you have to do, and the difficulty ramps right up. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, one more episode should see this through, and then we can get going. In the next episode, we will also buy our first vehicle, which should be pretty cool. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will catch you at the next one.